Hi everyone, how you doing? Okay, so my third video in relation to network marketers with S.A.D. So this video, as I said before, the past two videos I've used as almost self-therapy as well as trying to reach out to people and offer support, a community, grow a community and all of those things. But this video is really about me expressing how I feel right now and today. So as well as S.A.D, I've been having years of problems with a condition called endometriosis. Now, anybody that knows me knows how much I bang on about endometriosis because it's a condition that's fairly unknown but extremely common, if that makes sense. 1 in 10 women suffer with the condition, and I don't feel that GPs and the medical profession and employers and friends and well, not my friends now because they know about it, but those types of people, just generally people, I don't feel that there's enough education around the subject, knowledge, and sometimes there's not a lot of acceptance either, which is really hard when you've got it. Now, like I say, I've been suffering with endometriosis for a long time. In fact, it's been probably 20 years, but I only got diagnosed with it 4 or 5 years ago. Coupled with my S.A.D, when I have a flare-up of endometriosis within the period of my S.A.D, I find things extremely hard. It's really hard to keep my pecker up and to stay positive. I'm the sort of person that has taught herself how to be positive and to constantly be positive consistently. And that's a hard thing to do because I feel that in our world right now, it's not always that easy or encouraged in the media and, and especially in Britain, like, we love a good moan. And I think sometimes the culture that we can be surrounded by isn't about finding a positive solution in the first instance. In the first instance, it's about having a good old moan about it and dwelling on it and being negative. And actually, I decided that's not how I want to be, and that's not who I am. And although it didn't come naturally to me to be constantly and consistently positive, I worked my backside off to teach myself how to be. So when I'm in a funk and when I've got an endo flare within the period of my S.A.D, I think F it to positivity. I need to be grumpy. I want to have my pity party and wallow in my own self-pity and everyone to leave me alone and get on with it. Now, I know in the back of my mind and the depths of my heart that that isn't the way forward and it isn't going to help me, and that mindset is not going to ease my pain and it's not going to heal my heart. I know that, I really know it, but I don't care. I don't care about being positive today. Well, today, no, that's a lie. I don't care about being positive when I'm in that moment. Right now, I do care about being positive, otherwise I wouldn't be making this video. So I almost have a battle of wills. Excuse me, it's extremely sunny. I have a battle of wills because I feel like wallowing in self-pity, and I'm fighting with myself to say, don't do it, Carrie, because it's not going to help you. So what I tend to do is let myself have that moment, but only for a short time, for the shortest time possible. And that might be 10 minutes, and then I try and pull myself out of it, and then I have a good few hours, and then I have another 10 minutes. Or it might be over it, got dressed and washed, and get on with my day. Or it might be the whole day. Excuse me. It might be the whole day or the whole week, but then actually I won't let it affect me for a long time after that. And I can't predict it, and I don't almost have control of it, I don't think. Maybe I do. Maybe it's about making a decision, as I was talking about before, you know, about making that decision. Maybe all of it's all about making a decision. I don't know. And I would like to probably explore that a bit more and have a lengthy conversation with somebody, counsellor perhaps, to really see how I feel about that. But I can only talk about my experience and what I've done and dealt with historically, and what I'm doing and feeling now. So I'm one of those people that tends to live in the moment. I worry about what's now, not really what's coming, and I probably worry too much about what's been. So although I try and live in the moment, I probably do then have that part of me that dwells on the past. And that side of me is the side that then feels sorry for itself. And I'm trying so hard to move on from that and teach myself to move forward, and be happy now and grateful. One of the things that I am actually proud with myself about is the fact that I am aware of how important gratefulness is. Now, if you're thinking, what are you on about, Carrie? Being grateful and having love, in my opinion, are the two strongest characteristics and things that you can pride yourself on, in my opinion. So although I have endometriosis and currently suffering with S.A.D, how I keep positive is to remind myself what I have got rather than what I haven't got, and I'm looking at the positive sides of that, and I'm grateful, and I think about those things that I'm actually grateful for, and I might list them on a bit of paper or mentally, and as I'm listing them, I'm feeling the power and the joy that they give me, and that makes you feel so good. And you know, you get, it's empowering and it's elation, and you really get a sense of either achievement if it's something that you've done or something that you have, and actually those feelings help you to feel better. So gratefulness is a really powerful thing, and I'm grateful for so much. I really am so grateful. And when I'm having my pity party and I'm thinking, oh, woe is me, I've got endometriosis, I remember how lucky I am that I don't have something, you know, more fatal, for example, or, you know, I'm grateful for the fact that it's not as bad as it could be. And I'm grateful for the fact of the other things that I've got in my life that are positive. But on the flip side of that, I have this little niggling thing inside me that says other people are allowed and have their moment of their own pity parties, and we tend to nurture those people, and I don't know what, it's not that I don't feel nurtured, it's not that at all. I kind of sometimes feel like they're allowed to express what's going on with them and all the bad things, and people have pity for them. Not that I want people to pity, but I'm not allowed, and I know that that comes from within. I know that's because I don't allow myself to do that, because I don't want to do that. I don't want to behave in that way, and I don't want to have again, people's pity. But there must be a small part of me that does, because I'm having a emotional situation with it. Now I had a thing. I had a small lump found in my stomach last week, and they took a biopsy of it and they gave me a CT scan, and I didn't think it was anything sinister at all, so that wasn't on my mind, although when I told people that I had a lump in my stomach, I'm sure they probably did think that, or think that that was potential, that it could have been something sinister, but it wasn't something that I was worried about. And because I had a preconceived idea of what the outcome would be from that, from my results, and in fact I got opposite results of what I was expecting and actually what I was wanting, I've taken it quite hard. And today is the morning after those results, and I'm still very, very upset about the fact, about the results I got. Now, what happens in my mind is I feel upset about the situation, and then I try and reason with myself and say, yes, but Carrie, you need to be grateful for what you have got and what is good and what isn't a problem. And I'm trying to do that with myself at this very moment, right now. But the other half says to me, if you need to deal with it and get over it, you need to wallow for a bit, and you need to address the situation and find out how you feel about it, and then you need to get over it. So I'm doing that as well at the same time. So I'm feeling upside down, hurt, and I want to hide, quite frankly. My horrible roles. So thankfully I was given the all clear from my results, which is amazing. And you might think to yourself, Carrie, you've been given the all clear, that's amazing, be grateful. And I am so grateful that I have healthy insides and I don't have anything wrong with them as far as they can see. And the lump that they found isn't an issue, it's not a thing that needs to be removed, and they don't think that it's causing the pain that I'm having. So I thanked the consultant and I walked out of the consultant room and I walked to the car and I broke down. And I think I broke down because for me that result was not what I was wanting to hear. What I was wanting to hear was, yes, we found a benign fatty lump, and because it's causing you issue, we're going to remove that lump, and then you'll recover and you'll be done with it and you won't have any more pain. But that's not what they said. They said, we can't find any reason for you to be in pain, and there's nothing going on in there, and you're fine. Goodbye. Now, like I said to you a few minutes ago, I had been suffering with the condition endometriosis for 20 years, 15 years say, without anybody else's confirmation of the fact that I had it. Now, I didn't know that I had it for many years. I knew that I was in pain, and I knew that I had this situation and I had all of these symptoms, but nobody believed me. And the reason why I'm so upset is because now I've got to go through probably months or years of trying to convince somebody that I have got pain in my rib cage, or just like sort of my stomach rib cage area, just right of it, sorry, just left of it. And it probably, without knowing for sure, it probably is a small patch of endometriosis either on my diaphragm or somewhere in that area. It is quite rare, I believe, to have endo migrate to other areas outside of your pelvis, but it's not unheard of. And because my pain does correlate with my cycle, you know, I feel I'm 80% sure that it is that it is endo. But in previous ops for my endo, previous operations for my endo, they've looked up there because I've had this pain for well over a year already, and they can't find anything. And it's really hard to find patches of endometriosis if it's in a fold of skin, or if it's in a fold of muscle or colon, or somewhere really hard to you know, find it. And it's not going to come up on any scan if it's a tiny patch. If it was a cyst type, you know, like bulbous type thing, they'll be able to see it. But if it's just a small lesion, then it's, yeah, it's going to be very hard to find. So now I have to go back to basics in my mind and think about pain management, which doesn't involve years of drugs, because I'm already on enough tablets to cope with the pain that I've already got. So I'm thinking acupuncture, I'm thinking visualization and meditation, to help me cope with the pain that nobody believes is there. So that's where I'm at with it all today. I'm feeling drained. My body and my mind are stressed. I've got stuff